What's up, everyone? Today, I am going to be talking to you about this awesome mind hack called priming. And priming is such a powerful kind of mind hack that will show you that literally you can change how people think by doing this one thing. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want to welcome you to another episode of Master the Mind. All right, let's go. So, rather than tell you all about it, I'm going to give you a quick thought experiment. Now, in terms of this thought experiment, basically, I'm going to ask you to fill in a couple of letters for a word. I'm going to give you a 4-letter word, and I'm going to ask you to fill in the 2 middle letters. So, and before I ask you, imagine, so this is the 4-letter word, okay? S blank blank P. Now, before you even think about that, imagine I told you, before you fill out this 4-letter word, I am going to go downstairs and I'm feeling a bit under the weather, so I'm going to go and have something to eat. Okay? Now, if you were going to fill out this 4-letter word, after I said something like that, you might say, for example, soup. Okay? However, if I said to you, before you fill out this 4-letter word, I'm going to go and have a shower. Now fill out that 4-letter word. All of a sudden, you might think soap. And it's crazy how the things that I've said before, I ask you to fill out this 4-letter word, affect how you're going to fill out this 4-letter word. And so this is super, super powerful. Hey, how's it going? Vishwajit, great to see you. Thanks for tuning in. Oh, appreciate you, brother. How's it going? All right, cool. So this is priming. Priming is where one stimulus that happens affects how we think. And you might think that, this is not going to happen to me. I tell you, it happens to most people, and we don't even realize it. If you've ever played the word association game where you go, doctor, and the other person says nurse. Why are they doing that? Because our mind likes to find connections. It likes to find ways to relate to what the last thing that happened was. Now, just to give you an idea of how powerful this is, right? They've done a number of experiments. In one experiment, they took a bunch of people, they told them, listen, we're going to ask you to fill out a questionnaire, and if you fill out the questionnaire, we're going to give you a cookie at the end to say thank you for filling out the questionnaire. So they put people in 2 different rooms. One of the rooms smelled like cleaning products, okay? One of the rooms smelled like cleaning products. The other room just didn't smell of anything, right? People that were in the room that smelled like cleaning products were 3 times more likely to clean up after themselves when they were done. Like, wait.
Say what?
Say what? Like literally, because a smell prompted an action. A smell prompted an action. If, supermarkets found that when they pumped out the smell of fresh bread, more people would buy bread, right? This is how marketers work. But it is crazy to see that the smell of cleaning products would prompt people to clean up after themselves. Now, the movie Focus, right? If you've ever watched the movie Focus with Will Smith, etc., what they do is at one point they want to make a bet with a guy, but throughout the whole day, what are they doing? They're like prompting the guy to see this one number everywhere. And this is a prime example of priming. Hypnotists use it, magicians use it, and it is very, very powerful. If you watch some of Darren Brown's, some of his magic tricks, like how he guesses somebody's song, he didn't guess somebody's song. He let the song play in the background, like in the daytime. He lets people walk by him or stand next to the person humming the song, and at a conscious level, we don't register. At an unconscious level, your mind is very powerful and it registers some amazing things. So understanding this can be very, very powerful. So why am I talking about priming? What has it got to do with you? Well, have you ever had a bad day? The reality is, when you've had a bad day, it's not the whole day has been bad. What has happened is you had a bad event that may have happened early on in the day, and because you had this bad event, the knock-on effect on everything else that happened in the day was bad. Just similarly, when you've had a good day, something good has happened in the morning, and then you are just happy, happy, happy throughout the whole day. Now, did bad things happen in that day? Yeah, probably, but they just didn't bother you as much, so you just forgot about them. On the flip side, when you were having a bad day, did good things happen? Probably, but you didn't pay attention to them because you were so bothered. And the little things that were bad annoyed you even more. And so priming yourself is also very powerful. How can you prime yourself? In the morning, if you woke up, and there's a couple of exercises that I do. For example, I do some breathing, but I also do some gratitude. I visualize if I achieving some of my goals. That will prime you for success. That will prime you for having a better day than if you didn't do anything, for example. And I've had both. I've done all sorts. So understanding this concept, but even more powerfully, I'll give you another example. If I'm working with somebody, if I have a client, I'm coaching somebody, and they come into the room and they start talking, and they just start straight away just telling me everything that's wrong in their life, they will, for the rest of the session, just think of themselves as a victim. I'm so, poor old me, etc. However, if I ask one question towards the beginning of me working with someone, it transforms my session completely. And that is, tell me about something in your life where, despite all the odds, you achieved the impossible. Like, for all of us, we've had something in our lives where we thought we wouldn't make it, and despite everything, we succeeded. And when I ask that question, the person reminds themselves of how at times in their life they were able to achieve the impossible, and then they think of themselves as a survivor, as a champion, as someone who can overcome the odds. And our session can completely, without me telling them anything, by just asking that question, because I've primed the person to remember that they are more powerful than they realize at times. Rick, what's up? Hey, hi from Santa Fe. You know what, Rick? I love that you come on and late at night. I appreciate you, brother. All right, cool. So I urge you to try and understand priming a little bit more, because it will affect how you think and how the people around you think. If you talk to people when you first meet them about a couple of happy things, then generally they can tend to be happier throughout the conversation because you've primed them for certain things. I know one study, just to give you another example. So I gave you an example with smells. One study, they went to a call center, and literally all they did in this call center was they asked everyone to make calls and do their sales for the day. For half of the people, they gave them a picture of somebody that was winning a race, and for everyone else, it was just as normal. And for the person that for the people that had the picture of somebody winning, their performance increased. It's crazy how little things can affect our behavior. So imagine if you did big things, like taking the time out to be grateful before you start your day, for example, or something along those lines where you set yourself up for success. Or if you want to help somebody, if you ask a simple question like, tell me about a time where, despite all the odds, you achieved the impossible. And then you remind them. This can be so powerful in priming somebody. Hey, Beryl in the house. I'm international today. Whoop, whoop. Wait, let me just give an applause. Yeah, I'm international today. I'm here in Spain this morning. Great to see you, Beryl, and congratulations. I think I just saw a picture of you recently speaking to a whole bunch of dentists about hypnodontics. So proud of seeing everything that you're doing, Beryl, and love seeing your contribution. So all right, cool. So with that, I want to thank you all for tuning in. This was about priming. And I ask you to prime yourself in the morning and prime other people when you speak to them. And just understand that one thought can lead to another. If you ever want to just try it out for yourself, go and play a word association game, and then you'll see for yourself how someone says fork, all of a sudden you think knife. You could say any word in the world. But if someone says fork, the next person may say knife or spoon or food, something associated to the last thing that you've said. Our brain works very quickly in that regard. With that, thank you all for tuning in.
I like you.
I like
Do
you.
you like me?
I like you very much. Thank you all. Peace out. One love. Wishing you a joyful day as well. Lots of love. And I will see you on another episode real soon. Take care and see you soon. Bye for now.